Madame la Présidente, chers collègues, cela fait maintenant 2 longues années que la Fédération de Russie mène une guerre d'agression illégale contre son voisin souverain, l'Ukraine. Cette année marque également le 10e anniversaire de l'annexion illégale par la Russie de la Crimée, qui fait partie du territoire de l'Ukraine. Les actions de la Russie en Ukraine sont illégales. Elles sont contraires à tout ce que nous défendons en tant que membres des Nations unies. Elles doivent cesser immédiatement, comme nous, membres de cette Assemblée, l'avons exigé. Les conséquences pour l'Ukraine et son peuple sont catastrophiques. Plus de 10 000 civils ont été tués et des millions ont été déplacés. Les vies des générations d'Ukrainiens ont été bouleversées à jamais. Le redressement coûtera des milliards de dollars sur de nombreuses années. Mais aussi, comme ont dit plusieurs représentants aujourd'hui, la guerre a également déstabilisé le reste du monde. Elle a aggravé la sécurité alimentaire et énergétique et a provoqué une grave instabilité économique. Les actions de la Russie ont également enhardi d'autres pays. Madam President, as Russia violates the UN Charter, which it has been found by the International Court of Justice, it also violates Security Council resolutions by illegally procuring weapons from Iran and from North Korea. These weapons are being used to kill Ukrainian civilians, destroy civilian critical infrastructure, and have prolonged the war. This demonstrates the depth of Russia's disregard for the rules and the laws that we have all created together. The death of Alexei Navalny last week in a Russian prison is yet another reminder that the brutality of the Russian dictatorship extends to its own people. Madam President, a particularly cruel aspect of Russia's war against Ukraine has been the treatment of Ukrainian children. Russia has killed hundreds of Ukrainian children. It has bombed schools, kindergartens, and maternity wards. It has abducted and illegally deported thousands of Ukrainian children. The scale of these crimes are so vast and undeniable that Russia has become the first permanent member of the Security Council ever to be listed by the Secretary General for committing grave violations against children. President Putin is himself under an arrest warrant from the International Criminal Court. The targeting of Ukrainian children is a clear part of Russia's strategy. Russia would have us all believe that it was somehow forced to do this, that it was forced to invade Ukraine, that this war is the fault of the West. These are lies, plain and simple, which were thoroughly dispelled by the Foreign Minister of Poland in the Security Council on Friday. I commend Mr. Sikorski's speech to all of you. I also want to point out that when this question of who started it was put before the International Court of Justice, the International Court of Justice said emphatically that the justifications that Russia had offered in defense of its aggression, that those justifications did not hold. They did not withstand analysis, and that in fact Russia should withdraw its troops from Ukraine. So let us be clear. Ukraine is the victim. Russia is the aggressor. Russia says it's resisting neocolonialism when it is itself pursuing classic colonial and imperialistic ambitions. Russia invaded Crimea, and it has seized Ukraine's territory in the east. Russia launched a full-scale invasion against its neighbor and sought to formalize its occupation through sham referenda. It is Russia that has made these choices, and this war is Mr. Putin's choice, not ours. Ukraine has the inherent right under Article 51 of the United Nations Charter to defend itself from these choices, and any other state has the right under Article 51 to provide assistance to Ukraine. It is Ukraine that has proposed a peace formula in line with the Charter and international law. Canada supports a just and lasting peace in full respect of Ukraine's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and political independence. Mr. President, the choice for us, for all of us, is clear. Speaking for my own country, Canada, we will continue to use every tool at our disposal to support Ukraine because we are members of the United Nations and because we support the Charter. Prime Minister Trudeau was in Kyiv on Saturday and announced an historic strategic security partnership between Canada and Ukraine, which will deepen the already strong ties between our two countries. Our support is as much about Ukraine as it is about fighting for the rules that underpin our world. It is about the future that we share together, all of us, a future where might does not make right, where the rule of law is upheld in everything we do, where the difference between truth and lies is clearly understood, and where the institutions that we are building together are always respected. Thank you very much, Madam President.